Alright. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be continuing and completing our journey with Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC. Before we get started with the gameplay, though, today, a quick apology from me. I am going to have to cancel tomorrow night's event. The Shenanigans and Specialties CTA bow and arrow only Red Dead Online I had planned. Had a personal matter come up. I'd rather not get into too many details about it, but got to shift my focus away from live streaming for a bit, I think. So probably not a permanent goodbye, but I'm going to take some time to myself. That being said, I didn't want to leave anyone hanging. I know a few of you have been following along since I started this Frozen Wilds thing, even before that, probably into just Horizon Zero Dawn base game. So I wanted to at least do the finale, get through it, try to have as much fun as possible. But I think I just need to bury myself in actual gameplay and not worry about live streams and all the other stuff. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, what are we doing? Firebreak. Gotta talk to Araya. I'm actually gonna fast travel over there, because I don't want to mess around. I'm pretty sure the Scorcher from this area was down at the end of the last time we played. So let's go here.
Care to travel south, I'd not get much further than the Grave Ward.
Actually, there's an option to talk to Araton to do that.
Fresh,
to get up that way.
Something of a rarity these days. Does me good to see you.
Oh, it's not like one of those situations where he's okay. He's
Long notch is well stocked, as you asked.
I was worried we were gonna have to like go past.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
Ideas about women.
Alright, so they're rebuilding, it sounds like. Actually, no one let me. I want to switch out. I'm gonna switch out weapons here. I think I loaded that really good bow. Yeah, that's good. That's a good spot. I want to get rid of this, though. I don't need this. Although, let's bring this. I might not use it, but there's no sense in loading another bow into that slot. We've already got the best bow loaded. Hey Lisa, stopping by to drop a like, appreciate it. Take care of yourself. So yeah, so I guess we're good. Let's check this now. Yes, the fire arrows are not in the usual spot. That's okay though, I'll be alright. Alright, yeah, I don't need to craft anything. Alright, let's go. Talk to Araton at least.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Hey Gypsy, how's it going? Thank you.
Your spears. Should we not return?
Space Ranger, how are you? Hello, hello.
To you,
and Lady Outlaws, howdy.
if our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
Here we go.
I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. But now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit.
Hey Jedi, how's it going?
But it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Alright, so a little more background there. Talked about stuff with Araya, the first attempt at Thunder's Drum. I should go ahead and point out, this is going to be a dialogue-heavy finale here. There'll be some fighting, too, but I remember this being really dialogue-heavy, so just go ahead and warn you guys about that now. Alright, farewell, Aratok.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has
Space Ranger wrote a 2.5 page English essay in an hour. Wow. That's impressive. You'll have to let me know what grade you get. I guess we're going up here. So yeah, big finish here. All been leading up to this.
Coming at once.
I'm head inside Thunder's Drum. Find out what's in there. I have, like, no medicine, I just noticed. Could get interesting. I think I have enough potions, right? Or did I use all my potions? I got 2 potions. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll pick some up along the way. Not gonna stress about it. There's Araya. What's she doing? She's got, like, lava. She's making a lava soup.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratok. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
See, like I said, dialogue heavy. Alright, so we're gonna start here.
Aratok told me you
little
were
more
a captive
background
of the Karja for
for
a long
Araya.
time. It sounded bad.
For Aratok, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit,
Alright, Jackie, take care.
the blue light.
See you soon.
the beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him, worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained.
I kind of wish, like, if I had a lava complaint, I kind of wish they layered some of this stuff in a little more throughout the way,
fought the Karja for 1,000
rather than just
nights,
like unloading it all on you at the
rallied
end.
his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
It was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Alright, so a little more background on Silence. Pretty cool. If you haven't played the DLC, you obviously don't get that information, but it's interesting all the same. Alright, let's talk about Thunderstone.
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron.
Alright, Gypsy, take care, bud.
I have faith
Thanks
that
for
you can
stopping
find
in.
a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the Daemon has tried to hide the way.
Alright, here we go.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time,
Nah, she was my buddy. I
we both will.
should have picked it up. We're trying to work on some plans.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Here we go.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Cool. It's funny because you think they're doing like some ritual deal. It's like, nah, they're just getting smoke through the vent. It's actually practical.
So you see, I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
Love it.
What was this place? The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. That looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Alright, so the objective is to reach the cauldron door. So they're calling it a cauldron. I think in an earlier live stream I had looked at the cauldron list and said we missed one, but I don't think that now. I think this is it.
Grab this now.
I'm going to collect everything, so I didn't grab
Up and over.
anything from a merchant.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And I wish I could look into her eyes again.
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, alright.
Alright, so yeah, we'll figure it out as we go through. Excuse me. Pardon me. Alright, we've got to get up there. Something to do with these machines. I'll figure it out. There we go. Shouldn't have alerted everyone, but here we go, first fight of the day.
Here they come.
Really mildly concerning the freeze fellow back. That being said, I really don't want to lose too much now. The state is so... Yeah, I was gonna. I just didn't get the cue for strike from above. Otherwise, I would have done that. It's all good. Like a little warm up.
If the chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
Fire. Troops of medicine here. Actually, no, we'll keep that on.
We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Go up here. Oh. Right, hold on. I know how to do this. Go around. Right. You said up. Can we go up? To the side. Here we go.
Yes, this way.
It's funny, like, they've been here before. But they're following me. You guys lead the way.
Not much farther now.
There's the door. Oh, trying to grab that medicine for the
Last we were here. We fought
cutscene.
our way
Hey,
through
Diana?
there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. I'll follow my lead.
I mean, I could sneak up that way. I've never actually done that before. Oh, there is a save point in here. Look at that. Forgot that was there. Yeah, I've never done the sneak method. I kind of want to do the charge right through. What's down there? Scorcher, Behemoth, 2 Scorchers actually. I know that's an insane fight. I don't know. What do you guys think? You sneak up the stairs? I mean, I've never done that. I don't know what to expect. No, we're gonna find out. Or if we get spotted anyway. Still have to fight. Curious what happens if I get spotted while I'm sneaking. Like, just like truly sneaking, just crawling a dog.
Cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
I feel like a bridge is gonna break if I get spotted, and then I still have to find my way through anyway. Shh. Quiet. Hello, stalker. Thought I heard you. It's not like a true sneak, because eventually you're gonna have to fight, I'm assuming. Oh, it took her back outside. I've never noticed that before. They sure are making a lot of noise back there. Guys, keep it down. Try to sneak. All I hear is Aaron talking to Ray going, ugh. Hey Joe, how's it going, bud? Went the wrong way, that's why they were spotted. Hopefully I'm not going the wrong way. Who's talking, bro? He was like, move as quiet as you can. Well, shut the hell up. Let's try it. Don't need to talk about how quiet you're gonna be. Just be quiet. That was another stalker over there. I went a long leg. Where'd that watcher go? Stalkers are a real problem for me. Alright, moving. Looks like a million people still. Oh, there's the mines. Don't go over that way. It's a freaking stalker. The mine there. Avoid that. Hey Brandy, how's it going?
Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware of stalkers.
Yeah, actually, I do see him though. I'm looking right at him. Thanks, Ardog.
Shh. Nice and quiet.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever. They keep talking, telling each other to be quiet, and talking about how I'm gonna be quiet, and they're talking about how quiet they're gonna be. It's like, just freaking sneak with me. Oh, I'm out in the open. Kinda wanna get up here.
It's close.
There's a mine.
Why?
No, Aratak. No, you did not. Get back over here and get away from that mine.
We tripped the
Dumbass.
mine. Brace yourself.
We? Me and you. Here we go.
So they woke up.
See ya. I ain't messing around with that. The cauldron door through the tower. It's cool, I usually come up the other way, I think. I don't think I've been this way. I don't remember doing this ever in any of my playthroughs, so it's pretty cool. I can't believe our attack was like, who tripped the mine? We. Me and you. Hey RP, how's it going? that.
Never know when I might need these.
Yeah, never know when you might need that. Get a bunch of potions. That's good. Did they ever make it? Are they still fighting? They're probably fighting the machine.
Is this projector?
Activate the console.
Maybe to show
There they are.
holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
Alright, so for those of you who don't know, Yellowstone is like a super volcano. So this whole project apparently was dedicated to stopping it from erupting. And that's kind of what we're working with right now. So
I've a score to settle with that mountain.
I thought it was gonna be an audio one. Alright, here we go. Through the door.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against.
So we gotta fight some machines after all that.
Onward then.
That's okay.
Our challenge awaits.
The geothermal plant can be suspended, the cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Alright. Project. It won't be easy, that's an understatement. It's gonna be brutal. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Let's see. Good stuff. Oh, well, blew it up again. ready. Yeah, I remember in the base game they kind of explained that away as Silent's doing a lot of the setup for her, but in this game, I don't really. There's no explanation, at least not yet. All right. Yeah, it's gonna make me drop this, I bet.
More
Demonic
machines.
Thunder Draw.
Make ready.
We have to kill it. That didn't really do anything. Oh. That was like super low on the health there. Oh, he got me. That was weird. It didn't look like it was working at first with the Tear Blast. So go back to that. Go back to that strategy. Oh, and not on the Mine Launcher. I don't know if that really worked anyway. It didn't seem like he had a lot of damage done to him. Hey Max, how's it going?
More machines. Make ready.
I missed that shot. Oh, watch out, Airdoc. Oh, I got that one off that time. How can I get it? Where is it? Is it on this launcher? Did I knock it off? Knock this launcher off again. I don't know why I thought I got it that quickly that fast. 20 shots last time. There it goes. Get that in a minute. Get out of there. Shoot it. Oh, come on. That was you know, I shouldn't have shot. Yes, there we go.
I don't put much stock in songs of peace, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
I noticed you guys
Now,
didn't do
Aloy,
much.
the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
Show us, Chief, what lies beyond.
Let's go. Override the cauldron door. Take 2. It's got a PlayStation trophy. Complete the second expedition.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Finish this.
Gotta find our way through here. It's funny, it says completed side quest fire rig. So do I get a new quest? Forge of Winter. Nice. Explore the cauldron. I actually want to, yeah, Cauldron Epsilon. Here we go. Yeah. So, I forget what day that was. I forget what I was even looking at. That was down here. That's funny. It's not there now. I forget what day it was. Maybe like episode 2, 3 of this, part 2, 3. It showed Cauldron Epsilon, and I was like, wait, I missed one, but now I know I didn't. Only 1 skill point. I saw the treasure box. That's what I wanted. Out. Why are these traps that have been in here forever? Notebook. It's just gonna be data points. Clean them up though. Just the one? No. Alright, so we gotta get over there. Through all the lava and machines and purple spaghetti. I think I saw someone say in chat. It's freaking hilarious.
All right.
Bad
Down we
spaghetti.
go.
Naughty purple spaghetti. Oh, did I? Blah! Oh. Actually, this part's not too bad.
This way.
Yeah, I like this. Reminds me of like Space Mountain or something.
Get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Watch out! I was gonna attack it, and then I saw that they were shooting it, so I tried to dodge last minute. Supply crates around too, that's what I want to know.
Oh, she's in the air.
Forget, like, what is it gonna probably hit me? Yep. I gotta turn that off. In order to do that, I have to go this way. Yeah, that's that.
This should get me up there. Okay, let's see what this does.
February 18th, 8 days. Next Friday. Alright. Ray and Eric talking, making it through. Very excited. I know I keep talking about it, but it's gonna be amazing.
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge.
Alright, so we gotta go down to go, no. Let's get back on one of these things. Oh, hello.
Not fast enough to hit
So yeah, back up. I think. For me to jump. Or was it this side? This side. I like when the medicine things are red. So, doing good.
Okay, let's get them across.
I was in position already.
Come on over, it's safe. I think.
I think. Right. Forget what to do here. Dude, could have warned me here, dog.
more like the mountain used to be.
Activate the console. I don't see a con. Is that this?
What is this?
Hold to override it? That seems like a bad idea. Oh, this purple stuff. She's gonna get shot.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hostile facilities. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their platform.
Spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. And a warning. Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia. Yes. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe you're right. Let's get moving.
Alright, so Hephaestus, one of Gaia's subordinate functions, just like Hades, is the daemon.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented. Even damage.
In the meantime, we've got this storyline between the two doctors. They're working on the program together.
I mean, she will need to go into a coma, maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
I want to check that Hephaestus data point too. That's probably just a text. Yeah. Let's keep going. Deeper and deeper we go. Music's getting more intense. Look at this.
Machines. Being made.
Frost claws and that.
I'll try to
So
find
this
a way through.
facility is producing frost claws in abundance. I see a scorcher over there, I think. Shell walker too. We gotta get across here. Help your allies across the production area. I mean, there may be a way to stealth this as well. I usually just find my way through. All the machines like that. I can do this. Nope, can't jump. Don't do that. Yes. No, catch the. Boy, I'm gonna die. Stupid. I'm supposed to grab onto the handhold. Oh, you started me all over again?
I'll try to find a way through.
So I can get through. I think I do have to fight these things. 2 scorchers. And now I'm like separated from my friends. Alright, it's really getting on my nerves. It's just not grabbing these animals. This is weird. I know I have to go this way. I'm just gonna fight these things.
Come on, then.
feel like there was something over here I could override, but if I override it, it's just gonna unlock these guys. I don't want to do that. Right?
Lots of gear across that gap.
Why would you do that? I don't know. Uh, 18th this month, with some people already playing it like Brad. Stream suspended to someone playing Dying Light, custom fighting in chat. Interesting. I don't want to be up here. Alright, air toxins come in and freeze it, right? So that was all I had to do, right? Actually fight the machines. Ready to find them like a way across. Maybe I do need to open up that. I don't want to override that thing. Where did they go? Friends. Okay, Christopher Raya. Here's Artok. Do you guys climb, or...?
We need to get Araya and Artok across.
Yeah, I get that. Wow. Alright. That's where we need to go. You guys climb or no? Oh, they're there. Hello. Alright, you guys climb this. Okay. Oh, they're down there. I must have to unlock this. I don't think I've ever done that before, though. This doesn't go anywhere. That seems ridiculous to me. Do that. And I don't remember fighting two crossfires. There's got to be a path. They can't go this way because they don't like climb. I went that way before. go this way, right? Oh, maybe they do. But then they're gonna run to this thing. That would go across. I've never played this before. I played this twice. It's been a really long time, and I don't remember ever fighting 2 Frostclaws at this point. So I'm gonna say I feel like that's not right, but it's also the only option at this point. So we're gonna do it. See what happens. Damn, she got it good right off the bat. Go, man. Well, that one. And I fell again. Am I somewhere I'm gonna die? Okay. Now, did I actually do anything? I feel like it didn't, other than waste ammo. I guess you do that so you get these rare supply boxes, supply crates, but still, I mean, luckily it's a quick fight, but that's what I wanted to have. But I didn't have to. Can I freeze it the way that he did before? I don't know. I think you have to have it. Yeah. Alright, so how do I get them across here? This is so aggravating. There's a little ramp here. Ah, finally. Good night. Hey Schwinno, how's it going?
That should do it.
We are meant for a greater purpose than this. Let's go.
Did not have to fight those stupid things. Frost claws. Let's stand back this time. Last time he got me. Or it was her, maybe. Oh, no, she's standing in the way.
And now it's my turn.
Oh, it's both of them. You two working as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Put this stupid thing away. Although, perhaps alright, now we're exploring again. Sending deeper and deeper to this cauldron. Activate the console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us. It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon. And it may have found one.
Explore the cauldron.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. A Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Alright. Keep going. Alright, now we have to cross this recycling area.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
There's the
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
override to create the bridge. Some machines here. Oh, tall neck. Can I rappel down? Oh, I can. Sweet. Down here. Machine, definitely. Alright, down to go up. Right, we're gonna go back up now. I don't think it should reach. No. Don't go that way. Lava. There we go. No. Never just came down? Yeah, it just came down. Let's go past it. See if we can double back. There we go.
I wonder if
Oh yeah, I remember this part. This cool little machine lifts. Okay. Not quite yet.
Sideways too.
Machine somewhere. Okay, and then across. Right. Try it. Okay. Nope. Over it. Yeah, so the idea, I think, is kind of one of those.
Get to the other side.
Not really actually, oh yeah, there we go, I see it. Oh wait, we're gonna, oh yeah, okay, keep going. Grab it. What are you doing? Grab it. ride the cart across.
Grab a ride.
But I don't know how far I have to go with it. I guess until it knocks me off. I don't know. Here they are right there. I think I actually have to go past it a little bit. There's an elevator platform over here. I'm sure I think I'm gonna get to. Or we can just do this. Don't do that, we don't have the shield weaver. There we go.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
I went all the way around the facility here. This level. Now our dog's charging ahead. Cool. Just follow him this time.
This looks like a little path. Close enough.
Oh, we're close. Gordon Araya. Get out of the way, thank you.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
Last goodbye. Blast from the past. Let's check it out. Josh to Isla. Interesting. Yeah, nothing to do with our story. I hear a voice. Sounds like Hephaestus.
Voice of the demon.
Damon. That's what it calls him. Activate the source node.
The ultimate.
Alright. You guys probably remember this from if you were watching part 1. Did a few of these. Cyan access. Is acting chief digital security officer. Yeah. So if you don't remember, once we activate it, it creates like a source of light that we have to make the source of light go back into it.
It's a spirit presence.
Looks like Hephaestus, right?
I think it's both. But we have
Both?
to find out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, thanks, Jedi. I appreciate that. Here we go. Light's coming out this way. It wants to go that way. I feel like I should move that. Let's try a few other things first.
Possible security threat detected.
Roll it around the outside.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
I missed one here, though. Might be a problem. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. Alright, so... Can't go there. Alright, where did I screw up? Gotta start over. Alright, I'm gonna actually try this. Change this first one. I'll go around the inner circle first. did it. I'm gonna go around the outside first. I'm gonna switch this one to this way. Oh wait, no, I can't. Hold on. Let's do this. I already did all this. This is exactly how I started. Okay. So this one can only go one of two ways. That way or this way. And that one can only go one of two ways. Not necessarily. Oh wait, let me do this. Turn this one. Interrupt another block. Let's do this. No. Alright, the light comes out that way. Leave it there. It's the only way it can go here. That's, oh no, it's not blocked. Oh, it won't. Get on the other side. There we go. Oh, I get it. No, I don't. That's a dead end. Because then it makes it light to light. Yeah. There we go.
Prepare countermeasures.
You know you're getting close because he's getting concerned.
Recapture protocol initiated.
And one more. And of course, throw the wrong way. There we go. Got him. Go to the cauldron core. Is that down there? Oh, cutscene.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the hidden strength. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
There he is. Festus.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress.
Boss battle?
Is
Yeah.
that even
Boss
possible?
battle coming.
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. but I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
Everything.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Alright, let's get this. I think we got out here.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Hold on. I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. Oh, maybe I am. Across this way.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Control tower. Destroy the control tower. And fireball. Like a Frostclaw. With fire.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Have one machine to fight. It's got like there are weak points on its shoulders, just like a crossbow, smaller. Why is that tower then?
The pulse gives them energy. Repairs them.
I just tried to run into it. Check something real quick. Time out. Oh, it doesn't. I haven't scanned it. Let's try that. Okay. It's all freeze, shock, and tear. I need to, real quick, switch weapons back to, where's that other sling? Not the blast sling. We're out. This one. Shadow sling. stuff I want to use. Go back and try to shoot his shoulder, which is like another pop. Try and get behind him. Shot him. Yes.
What must be done?
Override.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. Running our network.
Maria! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Got to get the hell out of here. Whole thing's coming down.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Oh, something can ride one of these. Couldn't do it before, though. Music's cool.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
I mean, imagine the strength to do this. I mean, assume Aloy weighs like what? 100 pounds? Thereabouts? That's just... Dude, strong as hell.
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Oh, he has one. Knock us off course. Then out the building. Out the building.
Aurea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Aurea's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Yes, that's pretty intense final mission there. Got some information, but not a ton of information as to what was going on with Cyan and Hephaestus. So, Cyan transferred herself to the auxiliary data center facility, I think she called it, auxiliary data facility. And now we're gonna go head up there. Return to Aurea's retreat. A fast travel there. Does it matter? I must have to fast travel to the campfire. Intense but awesome, yes, exactly. I'm gonna save real quick. Hate to lose all that progress. And we'll head up and into the retreat. It's kind of cool. I like the fact that everything kind of circles back around to
before I even breathe out.
Where we first started. Not where we first started, but where we first found Aurea. Everything at this point is unlocked. This should be. We don't have to fight our way up the Shaman's Path. We just kind of stroll on in.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Alright, talk to Aratak, and then talk to Cyan? I don't know why it has... no, it has him way over there. Let's talk to Cyan first.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. What are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear.
I wonder if there'll be
like
a Frozen Wilds 2.
All the nearby machines became peaceful.
Or if they'll work this into...
Interesting.
I don't see how they can work this into the main storyline of the second
herself.
one. Second
How
game.
was this accomplished?
But if Hephaestus is still out there, then it'd be cool
Big
to
enough
get
to
like
blast the
a
top
second
off a
DLC
mountain.
with the new game.
So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only
For
speculation,
those of us who
but
have
it
played
is
the first
possible.
DLC and want
She
more.
must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Aurea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Other questions? Yellowstone.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Drone hangar.
There's a ruin east of here full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
Never heard of
That's
him.
him.
No.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
The benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Irony.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
I thought she changed his color from like hers yellow, which was like upset before. Mostly blue though.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
That's all the information we're getting for now.
There is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again.
Oh, yeah.
And I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
Alright. Use your judgment. Tell them the truth. Take it gently. And tell her to use her own judgment.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
This is the
Cyan,
audio.
I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over.
Hey, Rowdy, how's it going?
It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. Nope. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try? I understand, Dr. Chow. And I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities. Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud. I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad.
Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
Alright. Let's see what this is. More audio. Menu break.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Menu prank. Love it. Head out and find Artok. Wasn't the right side to begin with. Need to jump over. Let's talk to the big guy.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Artok. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, you'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Took has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Alright, so that's a wrap on Frozen Wilds. We do have I got a skill point here. Let's go ahead and load that. Just take the first one I see. We did get, I mentioned several times throughout the way here that there's a bit of a epilogue, and it is this Out of the Forge. I'm going to do that at some point, probably do that off stream. Basically just have to kill 5 fire claws. They get progressively easier as you go along, and they show you where they all are. You got one not too far from here. But I do have to wrap for today, so I won't be able to do any of those. And if you missed the start of the stream, I did make an announcement. I've actually got to go ahead and cancel the shenanigans and specialty CTA with the bows and arrows event for tomorrow night. I've had a personal matter come up that I have to attend to, and actually it's you know, nothing too big, nothing, you know, health wise or anything like that, but it is something that I just need to keep my attention on, and as such I'm probably not going to be streaming for a while. Forbidden West will come out next Friday. I'm gonna take a step back from streaming, step back from even watching videos of live streams. I don't want any spoilers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do a playthrough offline on my own time, and then maybe at some point after that I'll come back and live stream the game. But, you know, I can envision a scenario where people pop into chat day one and start dropping spoilers. So I'm just going to avoid all that altogether. So this is not goodbye forever, but it is goodbye for the time being. And hopefully, you know, at some point I'll come back, start streaming again. But I just kind of want to take it offline and enjoy my time playing games on my own. I know that sounds weird. I really enjoyed doing these live streams. I spent a lot of time building up the channel. I love hanging out with you guys. It's not anything anyone in here did. It's just me and some stuff I got going on. So we'll leave it at that. Until next time, guys, take care.